Hello and welcome to week 5 of EDU 509. The 6 Rs will continue into the next few weeks. Um, I have started looking at the mission and visions and how they align with trauma-informed principles, and so far you all have done an excellent job of going through that. Also, great job on the evidence-based recommendations. They have been very good. The theme for this week is self-regulation, executive functioning, and applying the 6 Rs. You'll watch this video, respond on discussion board. There are websites and articles that are combined for weeks 5 and 6. Note that, please. You'll complete 2 discussion board learning activities and prep for assignment 3. So for the readings, when you open up week 5 and 6 materials, you'll get here. They are all right here. These articles and websites are what you will use. These 2 articles, this article, that is what you will use for your week 6 discussion boards. You'll pick one to really dive into. So keep that in mind. That will be for this discussion board when you have a choice. Did not edit like I told it to. So utilizing the 6 Rs for discussion board 1, to describe or enhance teacher self-awareness, so 6 Rs in a recent lesson, subject or topic you taught, led, or managed, or a lesson subject topic you'll be planning soon. How many Rs might you implement into your teaching methods? Attach as an example. And so it would be great. I would just like you to do a very short lesson plan or notes that you could use. So don't go out and find some template that you would never use. Do what you would normally do for planning a lesson, but add in as many of the 6 Rs as you think are relevant and have a little discussion on it. Please make sure you respond to 2 peers. Next, select either the middle school or high school or elementary classroom situation. So any of those 3. There is an activity here that did not open for me. And so it has specific examples, and I want you to look at the intervention that are listed and add some more. Please provide 3 possible interventions in that situation. Each situation has an example provided. Please dialogue with at least 2 cohort colleagues again. All right, we're going to look ahead here to assignment 3. 6 Rs of a positive educational experience. Using the 6 Rs as a template to prepare a lesson, practice, or presentation, infusing one or more of the 6 Rs as it relates to self-regulation and executive functioning. Conclude with key learnings and insights. So as you saw earlier, this is going to build off of that first discussion board. So take that discussion board seriously, as it will set you in a great place to complete this assignment. Part 1 will be the paper, and part 2, you're going to post a 1-page overview of your lesson for the week 7 discussion board. This paper should be in 3rd person, so no I's. Prepare a lesson, practice, or presentation infusing one or more of the 6 Rs in relation to student self-regulation and executive functioning. When you are discussing the 6 Rs, make sure to make it really clear that that's what you're doing. Don't just bury it in your paper. Really call it out so it's right there in my face. Identify key learnings or insights. Then succinctly summarize the key concept of what you wrote in your conclusion. This should be about 3 to 4 pages of written content. I'm going to pull up some stuff from the syllabus. So for this, you should have a goal for this practice presentation lesson and have a plan on how you're going to get there. Let me pull up the syllabus. Maybe. Nope. Sorry about that. Internet is rather slow today. All right, so assignment 3. So please look at the syllabus. There is 30 points for your organization and structure of your paper. Then the action plan and design clarity is 70 points. So make sure you clearly state a complete list of what your goals are. If it's a lesson, what are your learning goals? If it's a presentation, what are you hoping that the people watching the presentation are going to get? Make sure you detail every step necessary to successfully implement your action plan and identify potential barriers as well as your strategies to address them. That section is 70 points. And then the bulk of the points, 90 out of the 220, is about you demonstrating a thorough understanding of your 6 R's and infusing it into your lesson. So please make sure you double check the syllabus before you get to work on this to ensure that you are hitting everything. This is also straight from the rubric. Demonstrates a thorough understanding of context as it relates to infusing the 6 R's as they relate to self-regulation and executive functioning, and focuses all elements of the assignment. So make sure you pick a lesson that you can infuse the 6 R's and it doesn't seem like you're just infusing them to infuse them. Make sure it really makes sense that this is a lesson you would do that in. Use appropriate, relevant, and compelling content to illustrate a mastery of the subject. The subject here would be the 6 R's, not the subject that you're teaching. Lastly, as this school year winds down or is over for most, what is one thing you hope to bring forward to next year? If you have any questions, please be in touch. My email is, as always, the best way to get a hold of me. And everybody, I hope you have an excellent week.